Um, we are opening our meeting on 5/20/2021 at 3:06 p.m. All members are present, and we're introducing a new member today, Alan Silverstein, who comes to us from the Gladstone Group with quite a bit of experience behind you in many areas. Maybe, Alan, you want to share a little bit about your experience?
Well, thank you, Barbara, and thank you, members of the commission. I've just retired from the Talbot County Chamber of Commerce, spent 20 years with them. Previous to that, I was with 3 other chambers of commerce for a total of 38 years. And of course, during my time, I worked with beer distributors, liquor wholesalers, liquor retailers, even experienced 6 years of bartending when I was in college and after college. And in Talbot County, I was on a liquor rewrite commission. Talbot County is a home rule government, so we write our own liquor legislation. And 6 years ago, I was elected to the Easton Town Council. And so I think, you know, all of those experiences together, and after looking at all of the information about each of you and visiting individually, I think that it would be nice to be able to be a part of this commission and to look upon the expertise of each of the individuals.
Thank you for joining us, Alan. We're very happy to have you here.
Thank you.
All right. I'd like to move to approve the meeting minutes.
So moved.
Seconded.
All righty. Meeting minutes have been approved. I would like to move that we nominate somebody for the position of chair that was formerly occupied by Len Foxwell. Any motions for nominations? I would like to nominate Alan Silverstein.
I'll second that.
I'll second third it.
Baptism by fire.
All right, can we move to vote on this? All in favor of Alan for chair, say aye.
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 Congratulations, Alan.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the confidence you've shown.
I pass the laurels on to you.
The next item on the agenda is the executive director's report. Tony?
Yes, I have some information to share with you about the activity of the Field Enforcement Division since our last meeting. I'll start over with some monthly statistics. During the past 30 days, the agents have confiscated, well, they had 15 defendants charged with violations of either alcohol or tobacco violations. Of those, there was 91,435 sticks of tobacco products seized, 1,183 packs of cigarettes, 12 containers of distilled spirits, 46 containers of wine. Only one of the cases was involving persons transporting untaxed cigarettes, but the amount that they were carrying did not warrant the felony charge of transportation. They were charged with the simple possession and released, and their vehicle was not seized. Other activities that we have going on is we have an investigation going on in regards to a major retailer in the state of Maryland that did not raise the taxes on their cigarettes. They were selling them below the authorized rate at which they could sell them at retail. The investigation is ongoing and hopefully will be concluded by the next session of the commission. We have 2 pending hearings referred to the agency for sales of tobacco products to minors. These hearings will not be held until after the Treasury building has been open to the public, so we can have in-person hearings and bring the individuals in and take testimony as to what occurred, why it occurred, and then decide what action the agency will take against the licensee. Actions that can be taken is no action by simply sending them a letter advising them they made a mistake, correct it, a letter of reprimand. Beyond that, then we get step to a level of suspending the licensee. On the first suspension, a retailer may be suspended from 5 to 20 days. If after that they are found in violation again and the hearing officer decides to suspend again, the minimum they can receive is 20 days and the maximum is 6 months. One other fact to know is that when dealing with sales to minors, the ATC cannot accept what's called an offer in compromise for a violation from a licensee when they're brought in. The law strictly prohibits that. We can only take administrative action against the license itself in that vein. So all other cases dealing with tobacco violations, we can do all, offers of compromise where the company would offer up a certain amount of money in lieu of having their license suspended. The other area I would like to get presented to you, and I'm going to bring in somebody who's the expert in ATC on this, is how we are proceeding with the renewals and licensees for the alcohol industry and tobacco industry with the new computer system that we have in place in support from the controller's office. I would like to introduce Andrew Walters. He is our on-site expert. He is the one who handles all the issues dealing with the technology and making sure this functions properly and the licensees get their renewals or get their licenses. Andrew?
Good afternoon, everybody. With the governor's mandate coming to an end, June 30th, it's been a hectic time around here. We got a lot of documents to get out. So far, we've renewed roughly about 900 permits. We've got another roughly 1,600 licenses and permits in the tube for the next couple weeks. So it's going to be a busy time for us. And to this date, since we have fully integrated into the new tax system, we've got roughly over 1,000 new issued licenses and permits. So we've been working hard.
Is that it, Andrew?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I know Barbara and Betty took a tour yesterday of our building and our property rooms where we hold all of our evidence. They were also taken back to meet the clerks that handle all these license issues. They can attest to the amount of work that these three individuals take care of back there. It's massive, and they do it excellent job in getting it out. Okay, that's the report that I have for you guys today.
Okay, Tony, I see under new business, there's assignment of AB 1-307 and 1-308 for review by commissioners for discussion at the June meeting. Can you enlighten us what that is?
Yes, everyone should have received an attachment with the two laws when you received the agenda. These two laws outline the responsibilities of the commission and their authorized duties. What I propose by putting this in new business is that the commissioners look into proceeding with reviewing these. Now, saying this, I would also like to introduce Dawn Berkowitz, if she is on. Dawn, are you there? I knew she was in.
Dawn's on mute. There we go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I could get myself off
Dawn?
mute. I am here. Thanks, Tony.
Yes, Dawn is with the Maryland Department of Health. She is my expert dealing with health issues, dealing with the issues that the commission will have to handle. She has offered her services to the commission to aid in whatever they need and present any facts that you need dealing with these issues that you're mandated to accomplish and fulfill, and the reports that are going to be mandated to be presented to the governor's office every year. So I'll let Dawn speak to what she has to offer, and we'll go from there. Go ahead, Dawn.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. So I run the Center for Tobacco Prevention and Control at the Maryland Department of Health. So most of the tobacco control funding in the state flows through my office. We fund the local health department to do tobacco sales to minors, or now it's really underage because they're up to 21. Compliance checks throughout the state on licensed tobacco retailers. And Andrew, I'm guessing you were talking about alcohol, since the number of tobacco retailers is usually in the neighborhood of about 6,000 across the state. Go ahead.
Yes, alcohol.
So we have the local health departments conduct compliance checks. We also conduct retailer education. We send materials to the retailers on the laws. We established a state website, No Tobacco Sales to Minors, that has training materials for retailers on how to check a license, how to refuse a sale. So really working in partnership and giving retailers training materials on how to follow the laws. There's also a quiz on there that retailers could take, or their clerks, so training materials there as well. We have certainly seen in the last several years a huge surge in the use of e-cigarettes or vapes or ENDS products. In Maryland, the official name by statute is ESDs, so electronic smoking devices. And over a year ago now, I guess about a year and a half ago now, the comptroller had put together the EFACTS task force to come up with recommendations on how to address this national epidemic of vaping among youth. So we conduct prevention campaigns, youth prevention campaigns through my office, but there was a pretty extensive list of recommendations that came from that EFACTS task force meeting. And looking at what Tony sent out recently as far as the requirements of the commission under powers and duties and best practices, there are certainly areas for collaboration and areas that can be addressed. Looking under duties, under B, number 5, so the first part's alcohol, and then comparable topics relating to smoking, vaping, tobacco, and other tobacco products, as well as electronic nicotine delivery systems. So, I don't know, Tony, if the EFACTS task force recommendations have been shared, a copy of that. I was talking to Kathy Hoke earlier from our Legal Resource Center for Public Health Policy, who I believe also is on the call, just about some areas where we think the commission does either have authority to address directly or can look into potential legislative areas to get things through.
Great.
So is that kind of what you were looking for, Tony?
Yes, exactly what I'm
Yeah.
looking for. And going forward to June's meeting, I'll discuss with the commissioners and put out thoughts about how it should be addressed, which will appear in the next agenda.
Great. Okay, and then, our collaboration too, since we do have the local health departments either directly or partnering with law enforcement to do compliance checks. When we do see multiple violations, then they get referred to Tony's shop, and that's what we heard at the beginning as far as sales of tobacco products to minors and those hearings and sanctions.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, the next agenda item we have is the commissioner's report on the ride-along and the tour of the ATC property rooms. Barbara, Betty, would you like to give us some insight?
We had a great time.
Barbara had a very exciting experience.
Yeah,
Yes.
on my ride along, I got to ride along with an agent named Michelle who took me to two locations, one focused on alcohol and one focused on tobacco. And at the tobacco shop, we ended up finding about $25,000 worth of material that we ended up confiscating. So it ended up being a very long day of collecting materials and learning all the different types of materials and the signs of how you tell if something is not what it should be, and different indicators out in the field, and getting joined by, I think it was another 5 Baltimore City police officers who helped us out, and really got a very full educational experience that day.
Yes, mine wasn't quite as educational as yours because I didn't count sticks. But and having been in interesting neighborhoods in Prince George's County behind bulletproof glass, I truly felt I was back home in the hood. But it was still a lot of fun.
And then I have to say, for the comptroller's office, seeing the actual confiscated materials in the basement of that building, you're right. You really can't appreciate it until you see it. And then, seeing where the actual work is getting done with the new electronic system, even if we as outsiders don't fully understand exactly the entire day's rollout of work, you do get more of that flavor when you go in and put your actual eyes on it and breathe the air in the environment and go, oh, okay, there's a lot going on here. And I felt, a much bigger appreciation having gone. So thank you for inviting us.
You're absolutely welcome. And it's open to the rest of you.
I look forward to the opportunity, probably another 3 weeks of getting down and visiting.
Understand.
Totally worthwhile.
Eric, do you have anything you want to add?
No, I think it's great. I definitely say you should do it.
Okay, I see Eric and Robert both have their mics muted, so just checking to see if they had anything they wanted to add. If not, then I take a motion
sir.
for adjournment.
Thank you. I second the motion.
I'm sorry, who made the motion? I'm going to take Robert as making the motion. I need a second.
Second.
Okay, Betty is the second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay, Tony, anything else?
No, sir. I will prepare an email for everybody for possible thoughts for the next agenda. And then put it out to you as soon as I can so you can research it. If you have any thoughts, suggestions, or ideas dealing with what you would like to see in the next agenda, please email me as soon as you can.
Copy that.
Will do.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you,
You
sir.
all. You all have a
Thank
great day.
Congratulations.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Congrats.